Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Thank you for today. And today we're doing, well, boys and girls, some Galactics, because today we're back on World of Warships console. That's right. And what we're doing on World of Warships console, their tank. Again, I'm glad you asked, because today we're taking a look at the all singing, all dancing, the new Spanish tech tree. That's right. This is another tech tree showcasing, and yeah, I know I'm a little bit late on the party here, but these ships are still in early access. They're not going to be in they're going to stay in early access until the end of the season, or AKA this campaign. But also keep an eye out for near the end of the video if I do remember to doing it. Sometimes I do forget about doing something when I say I'm going to do it. Um, yeah, but I'm going to talk about something at the end of the video. A couple things at the end of this video. So if you want to know what it is, or the two things I'm going to talk about, stay tuned. Stay watching the video. But we're going to go ahead and showcasing the few stats of these ships here within the tech tree. So we're going to start from here, from tier 1 always way up to tier 8. And do keep in mind that you can play tier 1 and tier 2, but it's just tier 3 and up to tier 8 you cannot play. Unless if you get lucky in a loot crate through the season, and you may get one of these ships and, well, get one of them. Now, you can upgrade them, but you cannot unlock the next tier until they come out of early access until, like I said, the end of the season or campaign. So there you go. But let's get started with the first tiered ship, which is the tier 1 Jupiter. I probably butchered that name so badly. I'm so sorry for any of my Spanish viewers out there. But yes, definitely the tier 1 ship. In which course it does leads into tier 2. Like, normally it does. So we got high explosive, and then we have a damage control party. Consumer duration is 5 seconds. Reload time is 60 seconds. And we get unlimited of these. Specs. We don't usually go over armor like this. We wait till we get to the actual armor viewer. So let's go ahead and go cover the main batteries. So we get 4 guns and 1, well, actually, I should say 4 gun turrets and 1 gun in each one. So we get 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. Main battery firing range is 9.3 kilometers. Reload time is 4.5 seconds. Main battery's turning time is 18 seconds. And shell grouping is 2. So yeah. Of course, now you can go over here. And it looks like they've added a few new things like this right here. So remember, these weren't here before. So, HE. Max damage for the HE shell is 850. Firing scene chance is 5%. Armor penetration is 20 meters thickness of armor. Then we have our AA, which we have the 76 millimeter 40 and the Solado RM 1916. We get 2 guns and 1 gun turret. Average damage per second is 9. Firing range is 3. I mean 3 kilometers, not 3. Firing range, yep, okay. We get 20 meters, 65C, 38 L30. We get 30 out of 10, 1. I mean, oh my gosh. 3. Um, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So never mind. So we get 2 guns turns out of these with 1 gun in each, and we get 3 gun turns with 1 gun of each of this. So average damage per minute, per second, not per minute. Oh my gosh, is 27. Firing range is 2 kilometers. Max speed is 18.5 kilometers. Turning circle radius is 340. Roger shift time is 3.7. And the rest of it is, well, pricey, brand new. So if you want to keep a look at it, go put the video on pause. Now consume it. The delivery range by sea is 8 kilometers, while firing after firing our main batteries is 9.3, and when the ship is on fire is 10. The delivery range by air is 4.8, and after firing your main batteries is 7.2, and when the ship is on fire is 7.8. Ground detectability range is 2 kilometers, and after firing your main batteries in smoke is 2.9. But honestly, I don't think you're really going to see too much smoke down here at Tier 1, due because this is World of Warships Con. So, meaningfully speaking, you're only going to see one tier higher than you. So, your versus tier you're going to go up against is Tier 2. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be your versus tier to go against, but definitely not that bad. I mean, yeah, you're gonna see some destroyers that can use smoke and stuff, but honestly, don't worry. Next is your status, which is the well, how many battles you've played or how many games you've played in each game mode, which there's so many different game modes in the game. Then the armor. The fore end, aft end armor, bottom is 10, fore end deck is 6, afterward ship is 6, fore end plating is also 6, the bottom is 10, the aft end deck is 6, aft end plating is 6, and afterward ship is also 6. The superstructure armor is topside plates is 6, plating is 6, plating is also 6, side plates are 6, and then we have the main battery armor, side plates is 6, bottom plates is 6, top plates are 6, and frontal plates are also 6. Visual ship part armor, outward ship is 6, bottom is 10, deck is 6, outward ship is also 6, and armor belt is 6. So yeah, that is the tier 1 Jopator. Oh my gosh, I'm probably like butchering that name so badly. But next is the tier 2, which is the Navara, which looks like we're going to be getting a little bit more firepower on this one with one gun in each gun turret though. But honestly, this one looks more like a Marnish looking style type of ship with how her command center or not command center, the bridge is located at. Like honestly, look at this ship. It just looks so more modernized. But his party isn't. It's more like a more kind of a World War I type of ship because of how her gun turrets are. But yeah, of course, this one will lead into tier 3 due because of these ships being in early access, so you can't unlock it at this point. Once you get to tier 2, this is it, unless if you get to tier 3 in a loot crate, but good luck with that, right? Yeah. But yeah, let's go over some of the stats of the ship. So, loadout, we get high explosive and armor piercing, and we get damage control party. Consumable duration is 5 seconds, reload time is 60 seconds, and we get unlimited of these. Specs. So, our main batteries, we get 152 mm 50 Victor's Caracoa. I am probably butchering that name so badly. And hang on, boys and girls. Let me go ahead and turn my phone off. I totally forgot. I haven't had my phone up in a long time. So there we go. Main battery running range is 10.3 kilometers. Reload time is 9 kilometers. Main battery turning time is 15 seconds. And shell grouping is 2.15 seconds. Again, if you want to take a look at this new stuff, go ahead, put the video on pause. But let's move on to the high explosive and armor piercing. So max damage for high explosive is 1,750. Firing second chance is 8%. Armor penetration is 25 meters thickness. Max AP shell damage is 2,500. Um, Armor penetration at point blank range is 262 meters, meter, and then armor penetration at max range is 97. And then, yeah, if you want to take a look at any of the remaining stats of the ship, they are right here with armor piercing. Now we're going to move on to the secondaries, which we get 88 mm 45 flak and MPLC 13, which looks like we get about four gun four gun turrets with one gun in each one. And I forget to say about this, but looks like we get 6 gun turrets with one gun in each, which we've already like shown off where they're all located at. So firing range is 3.5 kilometers, reload time is 40 seconds, shell grouping is 1, and then max XG shell damage is 1000, and firing sting chance is 4%, armor penetration is 15. Then we get AA. We get 2 different types, which looks like our secondary is actually our AA as well, which is the famous 88 mm 45 flak MPLC 13, which looks like we get 4 gun turns with 1 gun in each. Average damage per second is 16. Firing range is 4 kilometers. Then we also get a 20 mm 70 Scotia Eseta mod 1939, which looks like we get 4 gun turns with 1 gun in each. average damage per second. I was gonna say per minute again. Um, 51, 51, and firing range is 2 kilometers. Max speed is 25 knots. Turning circle radius is 510. Rudder shift time is 8.8. And then, yeah, there we go. Oh, wait. Engine pull up speed, which I believe the max how fast is 15 seconds. Yeah. But if you want to look at remaining stats, go right ahead because we got a lot to look at. And then concealment. Detectability range by sitting in by sea is not sitting in sea. Oh my gosh, is 8.8. The detectability while firing your main batteries from sea is 10.3, and when the ship is on fire is 10.8. Detectability range by air is 5.3, and after firing your main batteries is 8.3, and when the ship is on fire is 8.3. Detectability range, granted detectability range is 2 kilometers, and after firing your main batteries in smoke is 3.8 kilometers. Of course, you get the status, which again, of course, normal. Then we get the armor. So the fore and aft end armor, bottom is 10, fore end plates is 6, fore end armor belt is 69, the fore end deck is 6, aft ship is 6, aft ship is also 6, bottom is 10, aft end armor belt is 57, aft end deck is 6, aft end plating is 6, aft ship is 6, and aft ship is also 6. Superstructure armor, top side plates is 6, plating is 6, another plating is 6, side plates are 6, and then, yep, there we go. Main battery and mount armor, side plates are 152, holy crap, whereas the tier 2 ship. Frontal plates is 152, top plates is 63, so yeah, this thing, well, wow, that's the highest armor you'll probably go and probably see at tier 2, right? Unless if you're looking at no, tier 3, tier 2. But that just said, oh my gosh, I'm getting myself all mixed up. Actual armor, room armor, deck 6, deck is 38, Earth Warship is 6, plating is 6 to 76, and Earth Warship is 6. The official ship part armor, Citadel bottom is 10, deck is 38, Earth Warship is 6, the other Earth Warship is 6, Citadel armor belt is 76, and Citadel plating is 6 as well. Which you probably come to thinking, well, we didn't hear nothing about Citadel on the previous one. Well, I don't think they added the Citadels onto the tier ones, but up here at tier 3, not tier 3, oh my gosh, tier 2, thank you, get it right. You will see the Citadel, which looks like it's right kind of if you're aiming on the side here, aiming a little bit behind the bridge, and this like I don't know what you want to call that piece in the back where the two gun turrets are, but that's where you want to aim at to able to hit the Citadel. Though it looks like it's pretty low into the water, so yeah. But leading on to the next ship, which is the tier 3, which is the well, what is the ship's name? Alamity Curvara. Again, I'm probably butchering the ship's name, but dang, this thing looks very skinny and very long if you're looking at the side of it. Wow, that wow, okay. But again, if it is once the ship comes out of early access, this will lead into the tier 4. But let's look at the loadout. So we get high explosive, armor piercing, and now we get torpedoes. All right. Damage control party is consumer duration is 5 seconds, reload time is 60, and we get unlimited of these. Then we get sonar, torpedo accostation range is 3 kilometers, ship accostation range is 4 kilometers, consumer duration is 100 seconds, reload time is 180 seconds, and you're going to get 2 of these. So the specs, so we get 2 different types of 152 50 Victor Caraca guns. It looks like the first one we get 3 um, gun turns and 2 guns in each of one of those, and then the second ones we get 2 gun turns with 1 gun in each one of those. Main battery firing range is 11.9 kilometers. Reload time is 11.5 seconds. Main battery, main battery turning time is 15 seconds, and show grouping is 2.15. Again, if you want to look at these new stats right here, go ahead and put the video on pause. Then we get max HE shell damage is 1,750. Firing seeing chance is 8%, and armor penetration is 25. Max AP shell damage is 2,500. Armor penetration point blank range is 262 meters millimeter, and armor penetration at max range is 85 millimeters. And of course, again, if you want to look at any of the other stats, go right ahead, put the video on pause. Secondaries is 105 millimeter 45 SK C32NS. We get 4 gun turns with 1 gun in each. Firing range is 4 kilometers. We load times 4 seconds. Shell grouping is 1. Max HE shell damage is 1,200. Firing sitting chance is 5%. And armor penetration is 18. Torpedo launchers, which we get 533 mirror torpedoes, which we looks like we get 4 and 3 of them. So we get 4 launchers, but 3 tubes on each launcher. Torpedo range is 6 kilometers. Torpedo speed is 59 knots. Reload time is 90 seconds. Torpedo launcher turning time is 7.2 seconds. Max simulated damage is 11,136. Am I butchering that name right? I think I am. Or am I saying that right? I don't know. Torpedo detection range by sea is 1.2. And distance armed distance, not armored distance. Oh my gosh, 188. Then our AA is 105, which is our secondary. I'm not gonna say the whole freaking name again, which is we get 4 gun turns with 1 gun in each. Average damage per second is 25. Firing range is 4.5. Then our other AA is a 20 millimeter 65 C whatever. We get 4 gun turns with 1 gun in each. Average damage per second is 42, and firing range is 2 kilometers. Max speed is 33 knots. Turning circle radius is 680. Rotor shift time is 10.8. Of course, how long is make I oh my gosh, English or boys and girls is hard. How long it does it takes you to get to your top speed is 15 seconds, and then reverse is 8 seconds. I can understand that now. Consumables, or not consumable, detectability range by sea is 9.8. After firing your main batteries is 11.9. When the ship is on fire is 11.8. Detectability by air is 5.9. While after firing your main batteries is 8.9. And when the ship is on fire, 8.9 as well. Ground detectability range is 2 kilometers. And after firing your main batteries in smoke, it's 4.3. Of course, the status of the ship, which of course don't really need to go over that. But the armor is probably the place where you really want to see. So the fore and aft end armor, bottom is 20. For fore and aft plates is 13. Fore end armor belt is 38 to 76. Fore end deck is 13. Aft ship is 16 to 25. Deck is 25. Bottom is 20. Aft end armor belt is 38 to 76. Aft end deck is 13. Aft end plating is 13. Aft ship is 16 to 25. Deck is 25. Superstructure armor. Cooling tower top is 50. Top side plates is 10. Cooling tower sides is 100. Side plates is 10. Plates is 10. And plates are also 10. Main battery mount armor. Frontal plates is 16. Bottom plates is 13. Top plates is 16. Side plates is 13. And barbette armor is 13. The visitor ship part armor. Citadel bottom is 20. Deck is 25. Citadel deck is 25. Offshore ship is 16 to 25. Offshore ship is 16 to 25 again. Citadel armor belt is 57 to 76. Citadel plating is 16. And deck is 25, which again is your Citadel, is basically where all of your uh, gushy parts are at. So it looks like if you aim a little bit underneath behind the first gun turret, and if you're looking at the back of it, look at the last, or I should say, the second gun turret right there, and aim down, and then behind that. So Yeah, and underneath the smokestacks as well, which the ship looks like it's a very long ship, so very much easy to see their ship from the side. But that is the Alameti Kevra. I'm so sorry for my Spanish viewers if I'm butchering these names so badly. But next is the tier 4, which is a Gallica. I kind of like how the gun turrets looks like. They look more like sleek looking gun turrets. Honestly, they do. And I think I do something on the tier 3. Let's look for the torpedoes. So it looks like the torpedo launchers, which is two on this side and two on this side. If you're looking like, if you see the little raft or little boat right there in the middle, kind of right here, if you could see it, if we could zoom in closer, like right here, that's where your torpedo tubes are at. So yeah, that's not bad. And there's on they're the same location on the other side. Hmm. Next is the tier 4. So let's look at where the torpedo tubes are on this one. So it looks like we get two launchers, one on the left and one on the right. Hmm. Okay. Doesn't look like we get any more torpedo tube launchers, but still, all right. But this will lead into the tier 5. Again, if these ships are, once they come out of early access, you can grind through them and get to tier 5 pretty easily. Next, we got high explosive, armor piercing, torpedoes, and we have a damage control party. Consumable duration is 5 seconds, reload time is 60 seconds, and we get unlimited of these. Then we got sonar, torpedo aquatization range is 3 kilometers, ship aquatization range is 4 kilometers, consumable duration is 100 seconds, reload time is 180 seconds, number of these is only 2. Specs, main batteries is 152 mirror 50 Victor's Caraca. I'm probably butchering names so badly though. So we get 4 gun turrets with 2 guns in each, so 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Main battery firing range is 12.4 kilometers. Sorry for that, guys. My little dog is spinning in the background. Reload time is 10 seconds. Main battery turning time is 18 seconds. Shell grouping is 2.15. Again, if you want to look at these remaining other stats, go right ahead. Max XG shell damage is 2,200. Pregnancy chance is 8%, and armor penetration is 25. Armor piercing shell damage is 2,900. Armor penetration at point blank range is 262, and armor penetration at max range is 82. This might actually be different. We'll look at the other ships, another like tech tree line of cruisers after this. Torpedoes, we get about 533 mirror torpedoes, which we get 2 torpedo launchers or torpedo launchers with 3 tubes in each one. Torpedo range is 6 kilometers. Torpedo speed is 59 knots. Reload time is 88 seconds. Yeah. Torpedo launcher turning time is 7.2. Max damage of the torpedoes is 11,136. And torpedo detected range by sea is 1.2. And the armed distance is 188. Our AA, which looks like we don't get any secondaries. Oh, wow. We got a 30 mm 83 SK Dupa LC30, which looks like we get 8 gun turns with 2 guns in each. Average damage per second is 41. Firing range is 3.5. And then our other AA is a 20 mm guns. We get 4 turrets with 1 gun in each. Average damage per second is 36. And firing range is 2 kilometers. Max speed of the ship is 33 knots. Turning circle radius is 680. Rudder shift time is 11.2. And how fast you speed up is 15 seconds. And same with your reverse speed is 8 seconds. The detectability range by sea is 10.5. After firing your main batteries is 12.4. When the ship is on fire is 12.5. And then the detectability by air is 6.3. After firing your main batteries from the air is 9.3, and when the ship is on fire from the air is 9.3. Ground detectability range is 2.2 kilometers, not 2 point. And after finding main batteries in smoke is 4.8. Of course, the status, and then your armor, which is probably the main part you really want to see, especially with the Citadel. The fore end, aft end armor, bottom is 620. I was going to say 60 for some reason. I'm not sure why. Fore end plating is 13. Fore end armor belt is 38 to 76. Fore end deck is 13. Aft warship is 16 to 25. Deck is 25. Bottom is 20. Aft end armor belt is 38 to 76. Aft end deck is 13. Aft end plating is 13. Aft warship is 16 to 25. Deck is 25. And then we have the superstructure armor. Topside plates is 10. Plating is 10. Plates is also 10. Inside plates are also 10. We have the main battery mount armor. Frontal plates is 16. Bottom plates is 13. Top plates is 16. Side plates is 13. And barbrette armor is 13, which looks like the gun turrets on this ship doesn't look like they're well armored as much. Then the visual ship part armor. Citadel bottom is 20. Deck is 25. Citadel deck is 25. Earthworld ship is 16 to 25. Earthworld ship is 16 to 25 again. Citadel armor belt is 57 to 76. And Citadel plates is also 16. And we'll show you the Citadel belt for the ship for this one. And yeah, okay. Yeah, that looks very juicy right there. These ships don't look like they're going to be pretty well from the side. So if you can catch these things from the side and you have armor piercing loaded, especially if you're a battleship, mm, yeah, that don't. It looks like you're going pretty slow though, these things, especially if you aim in the center more often than not, because it looks like the center does sit way above the water line. So, very honestly, yeah, that's gonna be some bad news for the ship, as you can see. But that's the tier 4. Next is the tier 5, which is the Bala CRs, which she looks really more modernized with the gun turrets and all of that. And I bet she gets torpedoes. Let's look for these little burgers. I don't see them. No, they're not that far up in on the ship. Maybe she don't get torpedoes. Ooh. Because I don't see no torpedoes on her. They usually would be sitting right in here somewhere. But I just don't see them. Maybe she don't get torpedoes. That'd be something. So because this is a tier 5, it will lead into the tier 6, which we're almost done with this. Wow. Can't believe that. But we looks like we have armor, high explosive shells, and then also armor piercing and torpedoes. So we do get torpedoes. Wonder what they're at. And then we get a damage control party. Consumer duration is 5 seconds. Reload time is 60 seconds. And we get unlimited of those. Sonar, torpedo accostation range is 3 kilometers. Ship accostation range is 4 kilometers. Consumer duration is 100 seconds. Reload time is 180 seconds. And unlimited, or not unlimited, you only get 2 of these. Defense AA firing and increase the effectiveness of AA firing, which would come in handy if they. Wonder if these actually do work. Average AA damage per second is 200%. Consumer duration is 25%. Reload time is 140 seconds, and you only get 3 of those. Oh, my bad. Specs: main batteries is 203 mm 50 BL model 1924 Mark Ds, and you get 4 gun turns with 2 guns in each. Main battery firing range is 13.2 kilometers. Reload time is 27 seconds. Ready rack reload time is 2.5 seconds. Ooh, what's that? Must be a new thing. Show and ready rack is 2 seconds. And the main battery turning time is 22.5. And show grouping is 2.15. This ship must have a new, like, mechanic. Ooh, okay. So max HE shell damage is 3,100. Firing staying chance is 15%. And armor piercing is 34. Then we get armor piercing itself with its damage is 4,800. Armor piercing at point blank range is 391 meter penetration. And armor piercing And max range is 143 meters as well. So yeah, okay. Our secondaries is 88 meters, which looks like we get 4 gun turns and 1 gun in each one. Reload time is 4 seconds. Shell grouping is 1. Then we get max HE shell damage is 1,000. Firing saving chance is 4%. And armor penetration is 15. Ooh, we get 2 different AA secondaries. So we get another 120 millimeter secondaries, which looks like we get 8 gun turns with 1 gun in each one. Firing range is 4.5. Reload time is 3.5. Shell grouping is 1. Huh. And then max HE shell damage is 1,700. And firing setting chance is 8. And armor penetration is 20 meter thickness. Torpedoes, we get 533. We get 4 torpedo launchers with 3 tubes in each one. So where are they located on the ship? I'm kind of curious now. Torpedo range is 7 kilometers. Reload torpedo speed is 59 knots. Reload time is 80 seconds. Torpedo launcher turning time is 15 seconds. Max damage is 14,730. Torpedo detectability range while at sea is 1.2. Arm distance is 188. And I'm not sure what this maneuver distance is about, but it's 540. Our AA, we have, of course, the AA mirror, which is actually one of our secondaries. Oh, okay. We get 4 gun turns with 1 gun in each. Average damage per second is 9. Firing range is 4 kilometers. And then we get the, oh wow, our other secondary is also our AA, our 120 meters, which we get 8 gun turns with 1 gun in each. Average damage per second is 85. And firing range is 4.5. Max speed of the ship is 33 knots. Turning circle radius is 740. Rotor shift time is 13.4. And how often you get to your top speed is 15 seconds. And in reverse speed is 8 seconds. I kind of like that. I don't think it showed like how fast you can go to full and reverse speed. So that's pretty good. Your detectability range by sea is 12 kilometers. After firing your main batteries from the sea is 13.2. When the ship is on fire is 14. Detectability range by air is 7.2. After firing your main batteries is 11.3. And when the ship is on fire is 10.2. Ground detectability range is 2 kilometers. And when you're firing in smoke is 6.8. Of course, you guys your status and your armor. The fore and aft end armor, bottom is 30. Right? Yeah, 30. Fore end deck is 16. Aft ship is 25 to 37. Fore end plating is 16. Aft ship is 37. Fore end aft ship is 25 to 37. Bottom is 30. Aft end deck is 16. Aft end plating is 16. Aft ship is 25 to 37. Aft end aft ship is 37. And aft ship is 37. Then we have torpedo protection. Side plates is 25. Armor belt is 51. And that's it for that. Superstructure armor. Cooling tower top is 25. Top side plates is 13. Cooling tower side is 25. Side plates is 13. Plating is 13. And plating is also 13. Case made armor. Armor deck is slope 38. Outward ship is 25 to 37. Deck is 38. Armor belt is 25 to 51. Outward ship is 25 to 37. Deck is 38. And armor deck slope is 38. Then we have the main battery armor. Top plates is 25. Rear plates is 25. Side plates is 25. Bottom plates is 25. Frontal plates is 25. Barbette armor is 25, and barbette armor is 75, which is the most thickest part of it. Then we have the visitor ship part armor. Armor deck sloping is 38. Citadel bottom is 38. Citadel torpedo bulkhead is 25. Deck is 38. Outward ship is 37. And outward ship is 37. So let's look at the citadel of this ship. It's not like the others. It doesn't sit way up off the waterline, but it does sit at the waterline a little bit there. But it looks like if you aim Well, if you're aiming from the front, aim behind the second gun turret, where's the bridge is sitting at, and back here near the like a few inches behind the second rear gun turret. So, yeah, okay, not bad after all. That is the Ballaras, Ballaras. I'm probably butchered that name so bad, right? Next is the tier 6, which is called the Austriars. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering these names so badly, am I? Oh wait, though I do want to see in the tier 5. Where are the torpedoes? Like I just don't see them. Oh wait, there they are. They're built into the ship. Oh wow, okay. So you can't really aim these things unlike normal regular cruisers. Okay, that makes more sense. So wonder what is the torpedoes are on this one. Hmm. Let's look for them. Because this is a tier 6 also, it does lead into the tier 7. So yeah. But first, let's look for the torpedoes. So they would be somewhere on the side if they're well, there they are. They're very, very visible. So that means this ship can aim her torpedoes, unlike the previous tier, which is tier 5. That is actually more better than the previous one. But loadout, we get high explosive, armor piercing, and torpedoes. We get a damage control party. Consumer duration is 5 seconds. Reload time is 60, and we get unlimited of these. Looks like we get a repair party. HP per second is 185%. Consumer duration is 28 seconds. Reload time is 80 seconds, and we get only 2 of these. And then it looks like we get their sonar, which is torpedo accostation range, which I'm believing is like detectability range of the like how far away you can detect torpedoes. It's 3 kilometers, and the ship, how far you can spot the ship with this is 4 kilometers. The consumable duration is 100 seconds. Reload time is 180, and you get 2 of these. Your defensive AA firing, average the AA damage per second is 200% more. Consumable duration is 25%. Reload time is 140, and you get only 3 of these. So for that, boys and girls, it's my dog again in the background. We get our catapult fighter, which consumer duration is 70 seconds, reload time is 80, and we only get 3 of these. Okay, oh, my bad. I accidentally left it. Okay, yeah, we were going to that. So our main batteries is 203 millimeter, 53 model 1927, which looks like we get 4 gun turns with 2 guns in each, and then main battery frame range is 13.6, reload time is 26, ready rack reload time is 2.5 seconds, show and ready rack is 2, main battery's turning time is 25.7, show grouping is 2.15, max HE shell damage is 3100, firing saving chance is 15, armor penetration is 34, max AP shell damage is 5100, armor penetration at point blank range is 451, and the max range is 199. Okay. Secondaries, we get 105. Do we get any more than what that is? Nope. We just get 105 millimeter guns, which 4 gun turns with 2 guns in each. Firing range is 5 kilometers. Reload time is 3.3 seconds. Shell grouping is 1. And then HE shell damage is 1,200. Firing saving chance is 5. And armor penetration is 26. Torpedoes, we get 533 millimeter tubal launchers or launcher. I'm not even going to try to say that name. We get 2 launchers with 4 tubes in each, so that's actually a pretty good bit of tubes. So you got 4 torpedoes on both port and starboard side. Torpedo range is 8 kilometers. Torpedo speed is 61 knots. Reload time is 106 seconds. Torpedo tubes launchers turning time is 7.2. Max damage is 14,862. Torpedo detectability range by sea is 1.3, and arming distance is 194. Your AA is your, well, of your secondaries, which is actually your only secondary. 105, which we get 4 gun turrets with 2 guns in each. Average damage per second is 94. Firing range is 4.5. Our AA, or our second AA, is 37 millimeter. Average damage per second is 31. Firing range is 3.5. It looks like we get 8 gun turrets with 2 guns in each. And then we get our third AA, which is 20 millimeters, which looks like we get 4 gun turrets with 1 gun each. Average damage per second is 27, and firing range is 2 kilometers. Max speed of the ship is 35 knots. Turning circle radius is 860. Auto shift time is 14.3. Engine or how fast you can. Oh my gosh, how fast will it take you to get to your top speed is 15 seconds, and how often it will take you to go in reverse is 8 seconds. Okay, next thing is your detectable range by sea is 12.8. After firing your main batteries is 13.6. When the ship is on fire is 14.8. And detectable range by air is 7.7. After firing your main batteries is 11.7. And when the ship is on fire is 10.7. Ground detectability range is 2 kilometers, and after firing main guns and smoke is 7.3. Of course, your status and then your armor. So the fore and aft end armor is bottom 30, fore end deck is 16, athwart ship is 30, fore end plates is 16, fore end armor belt is 50, athwart ship is 25 to 150, athwart ship is 25, bottom is 30, aft end deck is 16, aft end plating is 16, athwart ship is 30, athwart ship is 25 to 150, aft end armor belt is 50. Then we have the superstructure armor. Queen tower top is 90. Top side plating is 13. Queen tower side is 50 to 100. Side plating is 13 to 50. Plates is 13, and plates is again 13. Case made armor. Deck is 25. Athwart ship is 30. Deck is 70. Athwart ship is 30. Deck is 25. Armor belt is 30. The main battery armor mount armor. Top plates is 70. Rear plates is 70. Side plates is 70, 75. Yeah, I'm making sure I'm saying all this right. Bottom plates is 25. And frontal plates is 150. And barbette armor is 140 to 150. Then we have the actual room armor. Deck is 25. Deck is 25. Athwart ship is 25. Plating is 25. Then the visitor ship part armor. Citadel bottom is 30. Deck is 70. Athwart ship is 25 to 150. Athwart ship is 25 to 150 again. Citadel armor belt is 150. And Citadel plate is 25. And let's look at the Citadel of the ship. And this is, well, it's not as good as the previous ship where it was actually sitting at the waterline. This one's a little bit above the waterline. It looks like if you're aiming from the rear, aim below and behind it of the first gun turret. And if you're aiming from the front, aim underneath and behind of the first gun turret in the front of the ship. So, yeah, battleships are going to have a field day with crew. Well, I think they always do. So, yeah, but that's tier 6. Tier 7, which is the Castellana, which I believe this thing will also get torpedoes. So, let's look for these. Yep, right there they are. So, it looks like it gets some on each left and right or port and starboard side of the ship. And because this is a tier 7 ship, it will lead into the tier 8 ship as well when these ships do come out of early access. But this thing's name is Catalina. I'm probably butchering that name so badly. But loadout, we get high explosive, which looks like we get the same thing again. The mechanics. So looks like the new mechanic, I believe, starts from tier 5 and higher. Armor piercing and torpedoes. Damage control party consumeration is 5 seconds. Reload time is 60, and we get unlimited of these. Repair party HP per second is 220. Consumable duration is 28 seconds. Reload time is 60 seconds. and we only get 2 of these. Sonar, we have sonar, of course. Torpedo detectability range is 3.5 kilometers, and ship uh, detectability range, which I think that's what that means. Please let me know. I believe so. It's 5 kilometers. Consumer duration is 100 seconds. Reload time is 180, and number of these is only 2. Then we have defensive AA firing. Average AA damage per second is 200% more. Consumer duration is 25. Reload time is 140, and we get only 3 of these. Then we get our catapult fighters, which consumer duration is 70 seconds. Reload time is 80, and number of these is 3. My bad. Specs. Main batteries is 203 mm guns, which we get 3 gun turns with 3 guns in each. Main battery range, frame range is 14.2. Reload time is 25 seconds. Ready rack reload time is 2.5 seconds. Shell and ready rack is 2. Main battery turning time is 25.7. And shell grouping is 2.15. Max HE shell damage is 3,100. Firing saving chance is 15%. And armor penetration is 34 millimeters of penetration. Max AP shell damage is 5,100. Armor penetration at point blank range is 451, and at max range is 900. Not 900. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say 900. That'd be pretty powerful. 194 meters of penetration. Secondaries. Looks like we're going to get one of these, which will probably also be our AA. We get 6 gun turns with 2 guns in each. Firing range is 5 kilometers. Reload time is 4 seconds. Shell grouping is 1. Then max HE shell damage is 1,500. Pricing chance is 5%, and armor penetration is 21. Torpedoes, we get 533 mirror torpedoes, which we get 2 launchers with 4 tubes in each. So, yeah, 4 torpedoes in the left and right of the ship. Um, Torpedo range is 8 kilometers. Torpedo speed is 61 knots. Reload time is 160. 160. 106. That would be just crazy. 160. Turning time is 7.2. Max damage is 14,862. The detectability range by sea is 1.3 and arming distance is 194. Our AA, which like I said, is our secondary. Average damage per second is 91. Frame range is 5.2. And of course, like we just said, we get 6 gun turns with 2 guns each. Our second AA is a 37 millimeter. Average damage per second is 94. Frame range is 3.5 kilometers. And our third AA is a 20 millimeter. We get 10 gun turns of this with 1 gun in each. Average damage per second is 48, and frame range is 2 kilometers. Max speed of the ship is 37 knots. Rotor shift time is 850. Rotor shift time is 14.4, and how fast you go top forward speed is 15 seconds, and how fast you will go in reverse is 8 seconds. The detectability range by sea is 13.3. After firing your main batteries is 14.2. When the ship is on fire, 15.3. The detectability range by air is 8 kilometers. After firing your main batteries from the air is 12.1. And when the ship is on fire is 11 kilometers. Ground detectability range is 2 kilometers, and when you're firing your main batteries in smoke is 7.7. And then the armor. The fore-end aft-end armor, bottom is 40. The fore-end deck is 25. Aft ship is 30. The fore-end plating is 25. Fore-end armor belt is 50. Aft ship is 27 to 150. Aft ship is 27. Bottom is 40. Aft-end deck is 25. Aft-end plating is 25. Aft ship is 30. Aft ship is 27 to 150. Aft-end armor belt is 50. Then we get the superstructure armor. Queen Tower's top is 75. Top side plates is 16. Queen Tower side is 100. Side plating is 16. Plating is 16. Plating again is also 16. Case main armor. Deck is 27. Arth Warship is 30. Deck is 75. Arth Warship is 30. Deck is 27. And armor belt is 30. Main battery arm mount armor. Top plates is 70 to 150. Rear plates is 70. Side plates is 75. bottom plates is 180, frontal plates is 150, and above bridge armor is 140 to 150. Actual room Auxiliary room armor. Deck is 27. Deck is 27. Author ship is also 27 again. Plate is also 27. And then the visitor ship part armor. So the bottom is 40. Deck is 75. Author ship is 27 to 150. Author ship is 27 to 150. Citadel armor belt is 150. Citadel plates is 27. And we'll show you the citadel for the ship. And yeah, this citadel is really sitting. Yep, it's just like the previous ship. So just like the previous one, aim, well, at the only gun turret in the rear and the first gun turret in the front. So yeah, there you go. That's if they're just showing their whole side, there you go. And that was the tier 7, the Catalamna. Last but not least is the tier 8, and it is called the Andalakia. I'm butchering that name so badly, but looks like she's even more modernized, which looks beautiful. But let's see if we can find the torpedo tubes, launchers, and what there they are. So only one of these ships only have its torpedoes actually built in to the side. So that's going to be pretty irritating. That means I mean, I don't know if it has, like, where you could aim them so far or what, but that's gonna be pretty irritating, I think. Let me know what you guys think. But because this is the tier 8, and this is the last of the ships, it doesn't lead into anything. It does get a upgraded, but aside from that, doesn't get any, like, new ships unlocked after this. So, yeah. Next is your loadout, which gets, high explosive, piercing, and torpedoes. We get a damage control party. Consumable duration is 5 seconds. Reload time is 60 seconds. And you can get unlimited of these. Repair party, HP per second is 262% more. Consumable duration is 28 seconds. Reload time is 60, and you get only 2 of these. And it looks like we get 2 right here. So we get sonar, torpedo detection range is 3.5, ship detection range is 5 kilometers, consumer duration is 100 seconds, reload time is 180 seconds. You only get 2 of these. We get the defensive AA firing, average AA damage per second is 200% more, consumer duration is 25 seconds, reload time is 140. You can get only 3 of these. And then we get the catapult fighter. Consumer duration is 70 seconds. Reload time is 80 seconds. You only get 3 of these. Oops, my bad. Oh, dang it. Then specs. Main batteries, we get 234 millimeter guns, which we get 3 gun turns with 3 guns in each. Um, Main battery firing range is 14.2 kilometers. Reload time is 28 seconds. Ready rack reload time is 2.5 seconds. Show in ready rack is 2 seconds. Main battery turning time is 25.7, and show grouping is 2.15. Max HE shell damage is 3,500. Firing saving chance is 16, and armor penetration is 39. AP shell damage is 5,900. Armor penetration at point blank range is 557, and armor penetration at max range is 321. Secondaries, which looks like we only get one of them, which is probably going to be also our AA. Watch and see. We get 127 millimeter, which looks like we get 6 gun turns with 2 guns in each. Firing range is 5 kilometers. Reload time is 4 seconds. Shell grouping is 1. Max HE shell damage is 1,500. Fire saving chance is 5%, and armor penetration is 21. Torpedo tubes, 533 millimeter torpedo tubes. Looks like we get 2 launchers with 4 tubes in each. Reload, oh my gosh, not reload speed. Torpedo range is 8 kilometers. Torpedo speed is 62 knots. Reload time is 106, not 160. Don't say that. Uh, Torpedo launcher turning time is 7.2. Max damage is 15,621. And torpedo detected range by sea is 1.3 kilometers. And arming distance is 196. AAA, we get a 37 millimeter. We get 6 guns and 4 gun turrets. I mean, 6 gun turrets and 4 guns in each. Yeah. Average damage per second is 134. Firing range is 3.5. And there's the 127 mm guns. So we get 6 gun turns, 2 guns in each. Average damage per second is 82. Firing range is 5.2 kilometers. Then we get a 37 mm AA, which is looks like we get more than that too. Um, we get 6 gun turrets with 1 gun each. Average damage per second is 134, and firing range is 3.5. Last but not least is a 20 mm AA. Average damage per second, or we get 16 gun turrets with 1 gun in each. Average damage per second is 65, and firing range is 2 kilometers. Max speed of the ship is 36 knots. Turning circle radius is 800 meters. Rotor shift time is 15.8. And how fast you gain your top speed forward is 15. And how fast you gain it for reverse is 8 seconds. The data battery range by sea is 13.3. The data battery after firing your main batteries is 4.2. When the ship is on fire is 15.3. The delivery range by air is 8. After firing your main batteries is 12.7. And when the ship is on fire is 11 kilometers. Runner to delivery range is 2 kilometers. And after firing your main batteries and smoke is 8.4 kilometers. Yeah, not bad. Of course, the status and then the armor. The fore end aft end armor is 40, which is the bottom. The fore end deck is 25, athwart ship is 27, fore end plating is 25, fore end armor belt is 50, fore end athwart ship is 27 to 140, athwart ship is 27 to 140, bottom is 40, aft end deck is 25, aft end plating is 25, athwart ship is 27, aft end armor belt is 50, aft end athwart ship is 27 to 140, and athwart ship is 27 to 140. Torpedo protection, side plates is 27, and armor belt is 40 to 110. Superstructure armor, top side plates is 16 to 50, side plates is 16 to 30. Case made armor, athwart ship is 27, deck is 27 to 80, armor belt is 27, deck is 80, and athwart ship is 27. Main battery mount armor, top plates are 120, rear plates is 178. Wow. Side plates is 127. Bottom plates is 64. Frontal plates is 229, which is the most, I guess it looks like. Maybe, right? Yeah. That's the frontal plates. Barbette hatch is 64. Barbette armor is 177. Top plate, all right. I just said that. Yeah, okay. Visitor ship part armor. Citadel bottom is 40. Citadel torpedo bulkhead is 30. Outboard ship is 27 to 140. Outboard ship is 27 to 140. Deck is 80. So let's look at the citadel of this ship. And yep, it's sitting way above the waterline. So if you aim at the rear gun turret and behind it, and you're aiming at the front, aim at the first gun turret and behind that. So yeah, there you go. The citadel of the tier 8. Honestly, that's uh that's a lot for these ships. But it looks like their new mechanic, it does seem pretty interesting. If I'm believing my corrections right, is the like ready rack is oh my gosh, I forgot how it went for the PC version. Where if you don't get hit or something like that, you can keep them from your main batteries or something like that. I think. Please correct me if I am wrong about that. But the two things I do want to say at near the end of this video, there, guys, is a big thing. First of all, World of Warships console is no longer just World of Warships console. It's now, well, it's always been on Xbox and PlayStation at launch, but now the game's also, well, it's been out on there for a good while, but it's launching on somewhere else too. But what I'm saying, it's on the phone too. So that means if you have a PlayStation account or Xbox account, and you still want to play the game, but you want to play it on your phone while you're not at home, you can go right ahead because I believe you can connect your account with your console. So anything you have done to the console version, you can now continue play the game on your phone. I'm betting party as long as you have good internet and stuff like that. So there you go. You could go ahead and play this game on your phone. But Wargaming just went one step forward again. I should say two steps forward because they went one step forward by adding World of Warships Legends, or World of Warships Console as I call it, to phone. Now they are going to be adding it to PC. That's right. They're going to be adding this game to Steam on PC. Now, I mean, I don't have no fits against what they're doing. Um, but I have no clue why they're doing that. Honestly, there is a World of Warships on phone, which is called World of Warships Blitz. And then there's a World of Warships on PC, which is just called World of Warships. So I'm not sure what's their A game here, but yeah, that's something that Wargaming has been doing with World of Warships console. So if you have a computer and you want to test this game out, see how the console players, have their thing, and I'm betting there's also crossplay platform too, due because those who's playing on phone might just heard about the game and either don't have a PlayStation account or Xbox account. I don't know how where it works. I think you can still play the game without a PlayStation or Xbox account. Same with the Steam users, though right now it's in pretty much a beta stage, so it's not completely out on Steam, but you can add to your wish list on Steam at this point. So do keep that as a reminder. If you're a PC player, you could probably get your hands on the console version of World of Warships. But the other thing I do want to talk about is that one thing I kind of don't like the idea of, and this is just all just on my respect, is that Wargaming throws these tech tree ships into loot crates, which to get these loot crates you can play the season, yes, but honestly I just don't like the idea. I just like playing through a tech tree and actually unlocking the ships within the tech tree instead of, getting the access of them through a loot crate. I don't really like the idea, but I don't know what you guys think about that idea. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or are you a mixed feeling for that idea? Or are you going to be just like me and just wait until the tech tree fully comes out and then, play through the tech tree? I mean, that would be something I would do, honestly. But again, that's only my opinion. I guess I'm weird, and I'm gonna be weird like that. So yeah. But let me know what you guys think about the idea of having texture ships within the loot crates. Now I don't mind of them being already access and stuff like that, but putting them into a loot crate, kind of don't like that idea. Just don't like it. No, I don't like it. But let me know what you guys think about it. Are you alright with that idea, or are you not alright with that idea, or are you just gonna wait until, when the tech trees fully comes out and then you'll play through them and get up to tier 8? Let me know down below in the comments what you think about that. And let me know down below in the comments what you think about Wargaming launching the game for both, well, phone and also PC. Let me know down below in the comments about both things, what you think about them and stuff like that. But that's it for this one there, guys. I'm gonna go get a drink. My mouth is a little bit dry now. But honestly there, guys, I hope you guys really did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you guys want to. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.